Today is a very special episode because you have been asking us for this for months and we decided to give it to you. Hi and welcome to another week with us. We are so excited to share with you some of our plans and our 3D plans. And the reason we could share these plans with you, these wonderful plans, are because of this wonderful man. And if you are new here and you haven't heard his name before, his name is Durk. He is from Belgium. A while back now, we were maybe a few months into our channel, and we got a surprising and lovely email from this man. Durk, back in Belgium, is an architectural drafter, and he offered to plan our ruin. Which in the beginning, after reading the email, I thought it was a scam, surely. No one is that kind and generous. But now, after years and years on YouTube, we realize that there's many of these amazing people out there, and we have met quite a few. But he's special, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about him as well. From that first email, we were just strangers, really. We developed this amazing friendship with him, and he has stayed here a few times. He has surveyed our land, a lot of little bits of our land. He has planned our outdoor kitchen, which is still really far back in the progress of where we thought we were going to be, but that is absolutely nothing to do with his plans. Living in Belgium, living in a very busy city with a busy life, he wanted to get a taste of this life. So he wanted to barter his expertise, which we really appreciate and need, for a holiday here, off-grid, in our caravan, which isn't 5-star or 4-star or 3-star, by the way, but I think he always went home more relaxed. It does make you appreciate life. Even though some things are harder, you do appreciate more, and you wake up to the sound of birds, nature. There are no car noises or pollution over here, so you really get to relax, especially when you come from busy city life. And having Durk offer his expertise to us, apart from getting us super excited, it made us realize we can do this. But before we get into the beautiful 3D plans he's been creating, let me just go get Luke, and we're going to go to the ruin, because I think we should explain things over there.
We're going to go to the ruin. You want to come? We're going or what? We're just going to the ruin. Don't get too excited. Bye, Chuckies.
Oh my goodness, look at Luke. He's just crazy. So a few weeks ago I got a tablet, which I absolutely love. It's got a nice big screen. I've gotten a lot more organized because of it, but Luke got FOMO. So he got his own, but apparently it's bigger and better than mine. It is the HOTWAV R9 Plus tablet, and HOTWAV are kindly sponsoring this video and supporting our projects. Let me just tell you a little bit about it till we walk to the ruin. It is a rugged tablet with a large 11-inch 2K screen that lets you experience vibrant cinematic views. It is a powerhouse battery. It is 20,800 milliamp hours, which means it is perfect for adventures where power is scarce. And because it is a great outdoorsy, camping, rugged environment type of tablet, it has a light fit for this type of adventure with a strong LED camping light with brightness up to 350 lumens.
This road over here now looks like it's always been here, eh?
Yes. It is drop-proof and waterproof, so if you take it out on your adventures, you don't have to worry about dust, rain, or dropping it. Within reason. This tablet has been tested in extreme conditions, but right now it is going through the usual test that every device has to go through when it gets into Luke's hands. Will this one be Luke-proof? Only time will tell. Okay, Luke, when you stop testing that out, can you tell us a little bit about why you love your tablet?
I've had this tablet for 3 weeks now, and I think I'm a convert. I never really had a tablet before, so I got one a few weeks or a month ago. But I have a problem with my phone. I always put it in my back pocket and then forget it's there. So I've been wondering if I should put my SIM card, since I don't leave the land very often, put my SIM card in this. Mostly I like the big screen because since I'm getting older and in denial, I've got some reading glasses I bought from a Chinese shop without a prescription, and I struggle to read the little letters, especially in the morning, and with this it just makes my life easier and I don't have to worry about that. As you may have noticed from the walk over here, I love the handle. It's really sturdy and solid. No, but even to watch anyway, it's just really simple and easy. So hopefully I'll put my SIM card in here and not use my phone as much. This doesn't fit in my back pocket, and it's supposed to be drop proof for 1.2 meters, I think. Shock proof, waterproof up to a certain amount of time, so quite rugged and built for this kind of terrain. So we'll see how the Luke test goes. I've had it for 3 weeks, no scratches yet. I didn't put the screen cover on great. I've got a few air bubbles, but that's just character, you know, I like that.
If this made you want your own, take a look, you've got nothing to lose. There is a launch sale with amazing prices, so why not check out the link we have left you in the description below. You have until the 2nd of July to grab one of their special offers. Why do you even have it with you?
Today we thought we'd show you the plans of our future home at the moment. The main plans are ready. There will be small changes with non-supporting walls, but yeah, have a look at this.
Hey you guys, hopefully all good. Yeah, as promised, I'm here with the SketchUp file of the ruin, the updated plans with the new roof and other little details I also edited on the plans of these SketchUp files. I also include the Revit files from the BIM program, so that's actually the architectural plans. There you can find all the measurements, but they are the same because this model is actually an export, like I told before, from the Revit into SketchUp. And this time I dressed it up a little bit, because before, yeah, you noticed it was all white and all that, and now these aren't exactly the materials you're gonna take or use, but they're already a reference. So you see now it gives more a closer approximation or something, how do you say that, to what it's gonna be. So Yeah, look, and I, like said the last time on the chat, I made some views on the top here. You can see all the views. So this is the start view, that's the front view. Then I have a front high. Then the left side, so it animates nicely to all the corners. Then the right side, and then the right side high. So you have different looks to look at it. Then there's a top open. This is actually not the cut plane like I showed before, but this is actually just with the roof removed. And then you can look inside, so you still can see where the gable walls are and all the chimneys and so on.
Out here, not too much is going to change. Over here, we're going to have a terrace, a window put in somewhere there, and the terrace will wrap around the building all the way down to the borders there. And this will be our autumn and winter entrance. And I'll talk about the new anteroom we're going to build on that side, which will be our summer and spring entrance. This is all so we can try and put in some aspects of passive cooling and passive warming using the sunlight and warmth during the right season to our advantage.
This window that we uncovered quite a few weeks ago now, we are going to drop it, right? Look, we're gonna open it up and see what there is.
Yeah, in fact, this is the next thing we're gonna do, is open it up so we can see how we can replicate this window for the one there. And we're also going to have a door, which is the other entrance from the anteroom, somewhere over here.
My feeling, this window, I edited it now to what it's, you gave me the measurements. It feels a bit small to me, this window. Yeah, so I didn't edit this window to the same size, otherwise you would have two small windows like this. To me it would be nice if it was the same as this window, all the way down. And still, I know it's the west side. And the percentage of the mass heating, thermal mass heating. It's a dark corner here. Huh? I always wanted to have a window here, but still okay. It would be the best option would be two windows of this size, one here and one here, and then you put the cupboard in the middle, so you still have some light and view outside. Just pointing it out.
Now, one of the biggest things that you might notice is that we've switched the orientation of the roof. So the ridge beam is going to go somewhere around here, right across like that, instead of like that. So these top triangles or ridge walls, ridge beam wall, I guess, will come down to the same level as that, and the ridge beam wall will become this one and that one. I think it just offers, like Durk was telling me, a much more balanced house. It just makes it look so much better and easier to build as well.
I also installed the gutters, so there are different ways to install gutters. Now I have an overhang of 25 centimeters with a soft fascia, they call it, and a soffit at the bottom. There's actually the rafters that go down. They go all the way in here, and then it's connected to the fascia. It's connected to the rafters, and then you close it off with wood. And now it's grayish, but it's probably gonna be wood. And I also didn't get an overhang at the front, so you can also option for an overhang at the front. It's all just aesthetically, but I noticed these are actually the classical styles in Portugal. To make it, they don't do an overhang, they just do an ending roof tile with drop down in it, and that's how they finish on the sides. And also a lot of them don't have this overhang, they actually stop here and don't even have a gutter. So there's also an option, you stop here and then you put fascia to the wall, and then you connect the gutter to the wall. You think it's a detail, but it's gonna make it look different. Now it looks more grounded. It's heavier. If you cut it off here, the wall's gonna go up. It's gonna look a lot lighter, so not that bombastic, let's say.
So over here is going to be our kitchen, or my kitchen really, because Sarah,
Yeah.
not so much. Corner, we'll basically have the sink, I think, back here, because all water is going to go that way basically. And here we'll have the central island with the burner, with the cooker. And there's like a little breakfast bar here, and there's kind of dining, but the finer details of each room will change, so we're not going to bother going into detail over there, obviously. But pretty much entrance over there, into the anteroom, entrance over there, window, window, and amazing arch. Every time I come here, I just love it. This is our sitting room, kind of. Hey, Molly.
Oh my goodness, Molly, you're gonna love sitting
It's gonna
here.
be so awesome. We can point it all. Get rid of any brambles, that's for sure. Huh? So over here we might put in, we haven't discussed it with Durk yet, but we might put in a Velux window, they're called, the ones in the roof. But we'd have to obviously be able to close it and stop the heat and light coming in summer and spring, when it will affect the temperature inside the house.
Yeah.
Now, one of the most important things that I told Durk when he started doing this design is that I wanted to be able to have a nap inside without an air conditioning unit in the middle of summer, in the middle of the day when it's hottest, well, 4 or 5 o'clock. So that's why we've gone with all this passive heating and passive cooling and whatnot. And also we're going to put in, we've looked into it, but we haven't got the finer details yet, into a kind of low-tech air conditioning, which is basically drainage pipes, but the higher pressure, the ones that can take the more higher pressure, and bury them 2 meters down into the ground, into the plateau here, going out, and would have 2 pipes coming in. So the air goes through the 2-meter ambient temperature and comes in cooler or warmer, depending on the time of year. So that is some awesome tech that we want to try out.
Yeah, you see also I put some chimneys, that's all for the heating. If you see top open, I just put some wood burners in. So one in the chill room or the annex living room, then the large living room, and one also in the Airbnb. I put, this is the main quarters that actually need heating, like in the sleeping room you don't need it. The bathroom, okay, you can, I don't think so. And even if it's too cold, put a little electrical heater maybe for those 3 days that you need it in Portugal. It's not the investment worth it of even central heating, but in your case that's going to be even more difficult and financially a lot more expensive. Yeah, I'll show it on the other plans. You'll see the Perline and the ridge beams. Because over here I have put a concrete column, and that also has to be a beam coming over here to support this soffit wall, because this is going to be a supporting wall, because the ridge beam of this room is gonna be leaning on it, and also a Perline is gonna be here to take this little piece of the roof. Here you're not gonna need one, because this is gonna be a supporting wall for the rafters, so that's beneficial. And over here, yeah, you just need one small ridge beam, and then you have your roof going from left to right.
We haven't decided on all the finer details of the non-supporting walls, but pretty much that's the sitting room then, and this will be our bedroom, and then we'll go through the bathroom and the ante room on the way out. But we've got a lot to play with over here, And we will finally have cupboards.
Yes, finally.
We've been living for 7 years without cupboards for clothes, without wardrobes.
Yeah.
So that maybe in 3 or 4 years.
And sleeping room 1, that's the major sleeping room. Here you can already see the built-in cupboards with the door to the bathroom. And then sleeping room 2, or the Airbnb or the annex or the poly room. You can use it however you feel like.
So here there's a kind of double door out to the terrace, and the terrace is in front of the bedroom unit which we might Airbnb in the future, which is all of this. So pretty much from here, I think, somewhere here, bedroom, sofa, there'll be a door here with that view, and this huge terrace in front where we hope to have a pool table with a little pergola thing looking at that view. That's just what we want. Drinking cocktails, frozen cocktails, playing pool, looking at that view.
Let me just have a look at this bit of what Durk prepared, and I'll show you on the screen.
And now, okay, so there's the bathroom there, the ensuite, but it's cool because this whole Airbnb, it's quite big. I mean, it goes all the way to there, and then there's the terrace in front of it. And if we had to go traveling, we could rent out 2 places and they have like this communal, cool place.
That would be amazing.
Amazing, eh? I think that's pretty much everything, eh? Except there's the bathroom and the anteroom, which will be nice because we're going to get so much less dust coming in, you know. You've got the anteroom to take off your boots and jacket. So yeah, here there's the pretty much shower, bidet, toilet, till about there, I think. And then here, no, it goes further. Here there's the door, and then we're going to build a room over here. So it comes out something like this. And it just balances the whole house out, hey, the way he did it. I just love it.
It looks
He gave
amazing.
us, we've been going back and forth for months, and he gave us so many different options. So much work was done and then discarded. I always felt bad. But I mean, he said now is the time to, you know,
Make
all
mistakes
those
and change your
decisions
mind.
and figure everything out, which is very strange for me because I normally wing it, obviously. But this is exactly why we didn't want to start the ruin when we first came here 7 years ago, because we wanted to gain experience and hopefully someone to help us with expertise to do it properly. And in this anteroom, there's a window here and the door here.
Yeah.
So the summer and spring entrance would be from here. So you're not opening up with the sun. That's why it's more protecting the inside, basically. That's pretty much where we are with the house. There's so much more to decide. Our power is going to come from solar panels, obviously, and we're going to probably use that as like a car parking place where to park the tractor and have the solar panels on top. And I think there's a perfect spot just down that way, which is in the right orientation to the sun.
We want this to remain kind of plateau-like, but we also want a sunken greenhouse, which is something I'm dying for.
A white peaky or something it's called. I think it's kiwi, no? We have to find place for assistant to collect all the rainwater we're going to get off the roof and sort out a septic tank as well.
We definitely want a root cellar so we can store all our vegetables and preserves, because right now we don't make too many because we have nowhere to put them.
Yeah, and it gets
They don't last long, And also a natural pond.
Yes, we definitely want a natural pond. I mean, we want many ponds, but we want one just for us to swim in. Now, we do want to keep this plateau kind of clear and basic. It's very tempting to, because it's flat, and it would be much easier to dig out a pond here and plant trees and landscape it all and have, but we kind of like the dramaticness. Is that a word?
It is now, if it isn't.
I think it's really dramatic with the house on this on a plain plateau, you know.
Yeah, it's just breathtaking.
But we have a lot of place between here and the bakery, just down the hill here, which goes down towards all the terraces. So I think we might be doing a lot of this stuff over there.
Yes.
We'll see. We also have to see what we find when we dig, you know, because a sunken greenhouse can go over here on this plateau because it's going to be kind of hidden because it's sunken. Same goes with the root cellar,
true. We can
and the
do those
cistern,
things.
and
Yes.
the septic tank. But yeah, those things haven't been finalized at all, but we'll get there eventually. We start with the house.
Yeah, but isn't it just exciting? And aren't those plans just amazing? So thank you.
awesome.
Thank you a million, Dirk. We know
Dirk.
how much hard work you've put in and how much patience you have had
Yeah.
to have with us.
Especially with me,
Especially.
because it's like, are you sure that's what you want? Then I call him back. I'm like, I've been thinking about this and I'm not sure. Do you mind we change it?
So
Sleep on it, he tells me. A lot of patience with me. I really appreciate it.
But we're incredibly lucky. We've met people who know that we're beginners at a lot of things, so they have a lot of patience with us and they've
I've
walked
learned
us
so
through.
much.
Yes.
So much. From Durk, from Nick.
From Nick.
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's great. And yeah, I think you're right with the pond. Maybe on this
Well,
side.
look nice,
down
eh,
there.
there.
Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. We'll be opening that window, I think.
Yes,
next,
I think so.
so we can copy it. Thank you, everyone watching. Thank you, everyone who donated last week. We didn't spend anything this week.
No, we didn't.
In the last few days, so that's always good.
And also, as we get closer and closer to putting on the roof, I want to remind you that we do have a GoFundMe. So if you're feeling a bit generous, then I have put the link in the description below. So
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye. And don't forget, if you want your own HOTWAV R9 rugged tablet, then I have left the link in the description below. The launch sale has really amazing prices, so go check it out. You have till the 2nd of July to get a special deal.